go.
I don't think it's working.
Hello.
Did it work? I didn't hear
Welcome,
anything.
everyone. We remembered the music this week. Although the acapella version that'll come next week when we forget the music will be hilarious and awesome. Welcome everybody to MUGGY Monday. It's good to see everybody. Already have Wax New in the chat. Hope everybody is doing well. If you are not from the South, then you are probably not as hot as we are. Let's check in Imperial or English or whatever. How hot is it in Canada right now, Jeff?
We're fairly hot and humid, but not like we had last week. Last week we were in probably mid 90s.
Oh, that's pretty warm.
Yeah. So I would guess today we're in the high 80s with humidity.
It was 102 here today. The heat index was 116. So, Steve, what is it there?
It was 100 in Wisconsin.
Wow, that's pretty steaming for y'all, right?
Yeah. Wisconsin summers are usually pretty humid, so when you get like humid and hot, it's pretty awful. We get like maybe 2 weeks of good weather all year, and then the rest is either like snow or today.
Grumpy J is reporting that Florida was hot. That is not exactly breaking news, but you broke a record, so I guess it is. So,
Dana, are you going back to like the original like aspect ratio of televisions pre HDTV or something?
I'm trying to use OBS to zoom as opposed to being like, hey, look, I'm all the way back here. So yes, continue talking. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was really scared. I'm like, are you gonna go letterbox next?
I'm sorry if I'm being distracting.
He's gonna all of a sudden he's gonna look like my dad's first widescreen TV where everything is mushed out to the edge and stretched and everything like that.
It could happen. It could happen. It could.
That was such a mom joke
There
opportunity.
you go. Perfect.
Yeah, you're welcome for that. You're welcome. I'm a little disappointed none of you took the
16:3.
15-3.
16:3 ratio.
I'm entertained by the fact that it's wider on one side than the other. You know, it's.
Well, I'm playing. If you don't want me to play, tough.
Tough kitty, Alex.
Tough titties.
Trebek.
There you go for our Australian audience. Thank you for
Perfect.
Thank you for being multicultural. There we go.
I'm glad I'm being entertaining for you today.
So when did you start experimenting with OBS?
About 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I can tell.
Can't you tell?
All right, that's awesome. So I think we all on our pre-show little ramble and talking. None of us have really Legoed very much this week. I don't know, Steve. You didn't chime in if you've Legoed very much.
Not really. I'm actually pretty depressed because I've got like 3 or 4 ideas that I've had last month, and none of them are working out. So I don't know.
Well, we will join you in our laziness and help you and encourage you anyway. So, but I will say I'll tell my Amazon story today. You know, me and Amazon, we have a love-hate relationship. So I ordered during Amazon Prime days, I ordered us a new Ring
Doorbell
chime thing. We have an old one from 5 years ago that we had in Kennesaw and brought it with us, but I wanted the new one since it wasn't very expensive. And it's a better one anyway. So I ordered it, and I kind of go out there to look where I'm going to put it, and actually I'm going to need to get an adhesive mount to put it on the window beside the door. There's not enough area of wood to nail it to or whatever and all that kind of stuff. Yes, you can make jokes out of that. All right. So anyway, so I went online and ordered a mount that said it was compatible with it, and I get it, and I finally have time to mess with it this morning, and it doesn't fit. So it said it was compatible, but it is not. So I come home this afternoon, and mistake number one is I went on the online chat feature instead of talking to somebody in person. So I was chatting with them, and I told them what was going on, and I said, look, if I'd have made the mistake, I would return this, but I would just like a replacement and everything. And so in that conversation, I said, because if I don't have a mount, I can't use the phone. The camera is worthless. By the end of that conversation, I was getting not only a bracket shipped to me, but a camera, a new Ring camera. And I'm like, I don't need. In fact, he had forgotten I needed the bracket. Was just going to send me a new camera. And I'm like, why are the new Ring? Why are you sending me that? I just need the mount, the bracket. Okay, I'll cancel the camera. So then I finally get done with that, thinking that's all this goes. So all of a sudden I get emails. You're going to need to return the camera that you bought a month ago, and you're getting a new camera, and there's 2 brackets and all this kind of stuff. And I finally had to get on the phone and finally get with 2 people to finally go, all I need is the $17 piece of plastic, and you can keep the camera. The camera was coming overnight. Like I was going to get it before breakfast. They were so excited about me having yet another. At one point, I was going to have 2 Ring camera buttons with no way to put them on the wall. They could just lay there on the ground. And finally, they got that canceled. Tomorrow at some point, I will probably get another wrong bracket in the mail. But I don't have to return the other camera, all this kind of stuff. It should have taken 5 minutes for this to happen. It was an hour and a half of me doing talking to get them to figure this out. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Oh. There he is.
Whoa.
Dude, what's going on?
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing?
Whoa!
How y'all mom and them?
Yeah, how's your mom and them?
I don't know. Better than me. No, I'm kidding.
What's been going on with you, man?
Oh, whatever. Just changing everything up, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. No. The Smith that breaks. Yeah, we yeah. Does everybody know, or is it still a secret?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nothing.
Okay. 6 days ago, I had a heart attack.
Whoa. What kind and how are you?
They called me a STEMI, and I'm okay now.
So they put a stent in?
Yeah.
How many? Just one?
Just the one, but it was 100% block.
It was 100% block. Was that on your LED or the other side?
I have no idea what that means.
On the center side of your chest or the outer side of your chest?
I don't know. They went through my right arm. Does that matter?
Well, that doesn't mean anything. You're going to go through a femoral artery, whether it's on the left or right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're muted.
I've got a scarf for one of those.
I was gonna say, yeah, they ran my port through the right side because that's where the artery goes. It goes bloop.
Yeah. Okay. I had a external pacemaker put on to get my heart back in rhythm to do it, and then they put the stent in, and then I was fine. The heart attack never stopped until they put the stent in. That was dumb.
It's scary stuff, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're. I mean, the fact that you're home.
Oh, I went home the next day.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
They were proud of me. I looked good, looked strong. They gave me some medicines. I've changed my food first. I've cut everything in half. Thank you, Boon. I'm happy. I'm glad he's alive too. But I changed my food first, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
I've cut the food in half and found healthy food to eat. So
good.
I can do it,
man.
I can do it. and then we'll get my exercise going and getting right with God and all that good stuff.
Good deal, man.
Which is good.
If you like any high fiber vegetarian recipes, I got great ones.
Oh, I do like. I'm not a vegetarian, but I like all food.
The fiber is great for you because it acts like almost like a bleach for your cholesterol in your bloodstream.
I'll take that. But yeah, I found that my blood. I had a bad day and I had a bad diet. Or I had a bad dinner that night since I came home, and I found that the diabetes and the heart together on a bad day is not what you want to do. So, yeah. Also, I've been doing stuff. I don't know. You guys checking them out on my Instagram. I've been doing stuff like that.
That's great.
Yep. I love it. Oh, hey, Charlie Brown. And then their other ones are everywhere. I did a big ass coin.
I don't know where the coin's in, apparently.
I can hear the bling.
Yeah, you can. But yeah, I did some Mario stuff. I've done this stuff. I'm going to try and get them propped up. I did this for my sister. And I understand it's just stuff on a plate,
It's cool though.
And I'm stealing it straight from the internet. So yeah, it's everybody's got access to it. I'm just the idiot that's doing it. Because in Animal Crossing, you can make those same designs, and so everybody's got the pixel art on the internet for Animal Crossing and stuff. So whatever.
Sweet.
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to see you guys, man. You guys make me happy. I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to be able to touch back base and know that invite still keeps coming. Chris, thank you.
Man. We're always here for you.
Issue quota for like the next 10,000 years. So
what, honey?
We've hit the quota for friends having medical issues, so no more.
That's it. We're done.
We're done.
Yeah, we're all done
here. Yeah, let's call it a day.
Nobody get close to dead for a little while. Thank you very much.
Give us a breather.
Yep. Friday is actually the 13th anniversary of my wife's Widowmaker heart attack. So, yeah, 13 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, technically, by all statistics, she's on bonus time because technically anybody who would have had the type of heart attack she had, life expectancy after that heart attack is 10 years.
Wow.
So
because there's usually too much blockage, is that why?
Well, she had where Julian had one stint that was 100% blockage. She had 3 stints.
Yep.
That was 90, 100, or I'm sorry, 90, 80, and 60% blockage.
No wonder you knew what questions to ask.
Oh, yeah, this is old hat. But yeah, she actually should be put into like a book because of the fact that she's a statistical anomaly at this point in time.
I don't want to go off too much of a tangent, but did she feel tired before the heart attack? It sounds like her heart was like starved for blood.
Well, the funny thing is she's a warrior. I mean,
I know.
She's from the Midwest, right?
Yeah, exactly. She,
there you go.
She was not going to let it slow her down. But there were signs that were after the fact that we were able to go, oh, that's why this and this were happening, but we had no idea.
I mean, I would think she would have been like exhausted with that little blood flow. But
well, that particular day, I came home. Well, first off, she called me and I was on my way home, and she was extremely, very, very aggressive and angry for no reason, which was very unsettling. And then when I came home, everything was very sweat was just dripping down her face, and we had no idea what was going on. And so I asked her how is she feeling? And I'm like, she kept thinking that she had like gas pains or something in her back. And she finally said, I feel like somebody's choking me and I have pains in my wrists. And I was like, well, that's really odd. So I Googled it, and it said symptoms of a woman having a heart attack.
Oh,
They are very
Because they're
different.
not the same for men, or they're not the same for women there as are for men. You always hear the classic story. Oh, my left arm was hurting, and I felt like it was. That doesn't happen typically for women. So I went into the bedroom and I said, well, either one of two things. Either I'm calling an ambulance or I'm taking you to the hospital right now because you're having a heart attack. And she's like, let me change my underwear.
Go.
Yes, they do that. They do that. My wife almost cut her toe off, and she had to call her mom. I'm like, "Are you going to bleed on the phone? Let's go." I mean,
Yeah. Well, she almost cracked her skull and on the bathroom counter while trying to change her underwear before I could take her to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to add on to him and tangents and whatnot. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal a thunder there for a second.
No,
but yeah,
no.
he's the one with heart attack. But you keep talking.
Dana.
Listen.
Oh, Die Hard.
Dr. Dana knows what he's talking about. So they said when I walked in that it was earlier in the day it was 50% blocked, and then all of a sudden it closed up, like a big old chunk of something got caught or something.
Did they think did you throw a clot? Is that what happened?
I don't know.
Are you eating gummy bears again?
I haven't had.
No gummy.
But yeah, what was it? It felt like indigestion for me. Then my shoulders got real heavy, and then my lower back started hurting. My jaw, I felt real dizzy. I thought I had to poop.
I mean, that is a normal bodily function. So.
Yeah, but it is absolutely like one of the signs.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, did you got to poop? Because man, I'm heart attacking every day at like 8 o'clock, man.
I'm a regular.
That's what that green tea will do to you.
All right. Well, that's enough of that crap.
Well,
we're glad. I'm glad you're.
yourself.
Yeah, we're glad you're okay.
Thank you very much, y'all.
Very
I'm glad to see y'all.
You can
We're
come
glad
on
to see
even
you,
when you
Chief.
haven't had a heart attack.
You know what though? See, but here's the thing: when you have a heart attack, you then realize how important the people in your lives really are.
Yeah.
Put things in perspective.
Even you, ass.
I had last year. I was hospitalized twice. I don't want to brag, but I get home from my New Jersey hospitalization, and I go down the basement, and I discover that someone had stolen thousands of dollars worth of Lego out of my Bricklink inventory in the basement. And I came up and I said, Thomas, I don't know if you were home, but somebody stole a whole bunch of Lego out of the basement while I was in New York and in the hospital. And he was more upset about this because he realized he was probably home when they were in the basement. So he was kind of, and he's like, you don't seem super upset about it. And I said, well, I was in the ICU last week, and it's just stuff. And at the end of the day, it's just stuff. And I'm glad I'm walking around, and I'm glad I'm feeling okay. And I was like, if I hadn't been hospitalized right before, I probably would have been really mad. But that put it in perspective.
Yep.
Yeah, stuff is quite temporary. So we are glad you're alive. Take care of yourselves, everybody out there.
Absolutely.
Oh, question: was your wife okay? Yeah, I mean, Dana, that's for you.
I know. And I was actually just responding.
Oh, gotcha.
How much time does he have? No, okay.
How we put it in the text. That's good.
Thinking about material possessions, I actually have 2 to show off. I don't think I've been on since Brickworld.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at us. Look at us, huh?
Somebody actually built Lego, so let's do that now.
It's not Lego. It's not built Lego. It's cool things I got.
No,
Okay, all right. That's cool.
We like that. Show and tell.
Give me 1 sec.
What's for dinner? What are you eating? I'm hungry.
Natalie's being a bad girl and having ice cream.
Oh, I want some ice cream. The doctor says no.
All right, so Doug's underneath knocking things over. First thing is I won this in the Brick Nerd games. So Brick Nerd had some fun games, and at the end, you had a certain amount of Brick Nerd dollars that you could spend on a what do you call it? An auction, and some friends were kind enough to donate their play money so that we could get this. And I got it signed by Marcus, aka the guy that co-designed this. Oh no, that co-designed this with Stuart.
Cool.
So I haven't built it yet, but I assured Brick Nerd that I will be building this and displaying it. It's not gonna go in someone's Bricklink store. So
Right.
it's adorable, and I wanted it so badly, and I got that. And then
That's awesome. I'm so jealous.
I got a Moto set that I have yet to open.
Nice.
So I'm saving it for a rainy day. So there's just two cool things I got. that I haven't built
Wait,
yet.
in Georgia, you've had to wait for a rainy day? I thought it's been raining there all the time.
Wait for a rainy day. And then I have been working on some Lego, which just fell apart, coincidentally.
Speaking of Moto,
And Moto's in the second. So the elves that I made for Brickworld last year, I had promised one of them to Nicole, and unfortunately that one is in pieces and I don't know where it is. And I said, Nicole, aka Bricks a lot, like, I'm really sorry I can't give you that. I mean, I can. It's just gonna take me a lot of time to figure out where all the pieces went and stuff like that. Or I could give you a piece of the mock that I brought this year. And she opted for a piece that I brought this year. And I actually built part of it last minute. So I ended up ordering more parts that I needed. And I made a scene in Kyoto, like an old Kyoto scene with two Geisha trainees. They're called Makos, which Natalie made this room. Hold on 1 second. And so I rebuilt one of them for her to have as a cool Lego Horcrux of me. So, I'm not quite done with it. I have to do her sandals.
Oh my
that's
God.
awesome.
Look at that.
That is so awesome.
Voila. There
That
she
is fantastic.
hmm
We bow to your feet because
Yeah.
we're not worthy.
Well, I'm not worthy either. There were some really crazy, beautiful things at Brickworld this year, and I got a nice one of. Oh, I got what Brian got his first nomination or co-build, and then I got one for the Kyoto build. But we didn't win, but we lost to a Zane mech. We took Sir Cinnamon, the space cat, the friend space cat. We built him a giant mech, and Zane builds had a beautiful mech, well constructed mech, versus our haphazardly put together one. So I'm okay with losing, but that was Brian and I's second collab ever. So, and it's his first like nomination that he's gotten at Brickworld, aside from the New Hashima stuff. But it was this is a collab that we did together outside of New Hashima, so he was really happy about that. So fun stuff I got. Was trying not to buy a lot of stuff, so just got the Lego house set in the yes, I do have the Sailor Scouts. They're up in Natalie's thing minifig case. So and then Brian's been redoing the entire collection. That was his present to himself. So everything's, I'm not taking you around. He's sorted our guest bedroom now has become more Lego storage. So thank you, Autumn. So we're getting ready to start. In fact, I could twist it and you can see we're organized, but he's redoing the entire monorail. We argued about the monorail that was used. He loves it. It's the brick built one that you bend. You do brick bending as the rail. It gets stuck a lot. So I convinced him to go back to doing a train. So we're doing like a train, like a MARTA train. Because he had built a MARTA monorail. It just got stuck all the time. So he's about to reconstruct New Atlanta in our basement.
Ooh.
So
is there a chance the track could bend?
Not a chance, my Henry friend. Yeah.
What about us brain-dead slobs?
You're gonna get cushy jobs. By the way, I need to talk to you about the for the light she made for the
They die.
Waffle House. The plug, I lost the plug when it got
That's okay.
pulled out. I just need a replacement. So
Chris, you had one job. One job, Chris.
Actually, I think I might have taken that AC plug back because like we were just grabbing things left and right.
Yeah.
I think Brian labeled all of his, so I just assumed it was Brian's. So sorry.
No, it's all good. I don't need it, but when we new Hashima again, I will need power to the wall.
Yep, man, because we're coming up with a new acronym. Ted Andes came up with a new acronym. What was it? Because New Hashima is you only knew Hashima once. And then for Neo Atlanta is like you Neo Atlanta year after year. So I guess that's the new acronym.
Okay, that's cool. Cool. All right, anybody? That's awesome. And it's been a while since you've been on to share and lots of cool stuff like that.
And while we're talking on things that Meredith got while she was at Brickworld, I still have this bag of parts for you for Simon's.
I know.
I thought you were going to say COVID. What?
I had that 3 weeks ago. Thank you.
I was going to say it. Luckily, I don't know. Mark Larson, the guy who owns / runs Brickworld, had COVID like 2 weeks before Brickworld. So the dude had to walk around with a mask the whole time. I felt bad. So yeah, I mean, it's just
not cool.
Not fun.
I have had 3 weeks of the lingering barking pneumonia cough after having COVID.
Well, somebody like there was con crud going around afterwards because I want to say a lot of people complained that they had a really bad cold. They tested for COVID and it was negative. It was just con crud. Yeah. And somehow I managed to escape.
Good for you.
Con crud is a real thing, and people don't take it seriously. But
yeah. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Let's.
I got one more thing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Come on in and hog the show. Almost died. Hog the show. It's fine.
You know.
Come on.
No, it's not like that. I got nothing to
The
show.
nerve of this.
It's just gonna be real quick. Take me off the big screen. I feel weird.
See?
I'm not gonna take. Okay.
I don't like the big screen either. You son of a dog.
Wow. I reopened my eBay store, so there's that. So if you want dust, dirt, and fleas, let me know.
Oh, nice. I have a lot of those here.
I gotta work, man. I gotta work.
All right. Anybody else actually build this week or have personal Lego news?
I built something just now.
You built something just now?
I'm building something right now.
Is it your second copy of the Ferrari?
Well, no, I built that last week, but I actually made a hover conversion out of it. So
there it is.
There we go.
Those are nice.
I'm not mad at you.
Had to make it space.
It's I like the little greeblies in the thing. That's cool. It's awesome. Nice.
That's it. That's all I did. That was that.
I'm gonna have to rate your hover noise was a little less than spectacular, but
oh, I'm sorry. Let me do a little better.
There we go. But
still on the weak side.
I think his microphone cut him out. I think
now we're making technical excuses.
Oh yeah, that's it. Well, you know they're boys, right?
Excellent.
Okay, Dana, the hand right there. Just imagine it making a different gesture. Like,
is it saluting me? Am I being saluted?
Yes. You're being reminded how many friends you have. So,
and all of them are on here.
5 friends.
One good friend. Jeff, you're diligently working. What are you diligently working on?
Working on stuffs. Full screen, I guess. I just got. Where'd my bins go? 2 seconds.
Oh no!
I see lots of bins.
How do you lose 2 huge bins of tiles?
Oh, I can tell you.
Yes, yeah.
You do it all the time.
No, I'm being really serious. Though. Where are they? What the heck? Oh, here they are.
Trump came and got them.
I got a Bricklink or Bricks and Pieces order in today. More dark gray tile than I need, probably, hopefully. So can't really tilt them that much, but tile and bricks and things I need. So I'm using this time to start or to work on my space height layout a little bit more, although I really should be working on Brick and Many stuff, which is our event coming up in 3 weeks or less. But I just try to do some final stuff. So a couple of weeks ago, I had put a poll out for some of our friends, and they were recommending blue as an accent color with the dark gray.
Always.
So I'm kind of working on that.
Always.
And it's looking good. I think. I still not 100% happy with the with this size of the shape. I think I want to do a bigger triangle, but that's a future Jeff problem, I guess. So I'm slowly been working on that, just putting tiles into the layout. I've got the layouts in pieces, but you can't really see much anyway. But it is there. I'm going to be breaking the castle out this week to do some upgrades on that here and there, just things I noticed from Atlanta BrickCon that I wanted to fix, and an enhancement. I'm going to try and redo the waterfall and maybe make it move. But we'll see how that goes, I guess. Other than that, it's lots of work and just trying to keep up with things, I guess. I don't know.
Is it hard to motivate yourself to take an old mock out and repair or rebuild it? It is for me. It's like I don't want to pull that thing out and mess with it and goof around with it. It's just very difficult for me to do.
It can be, but I know that I'm doing it because that's why I'm waiting until 2 weeks before the show to do it, because then I have to do it. And it will speed up my time. Like a couple of my pathways that go around the spiral of the castle are like they set in. Actually, all the pathways set in, and there's a couple of them that are not that strong. So when you do pick them up, they kind of bow or they start to fall apart. So I need to restructure those. So I know it'll help me and make my life easier, in a couple of weeks. So, but yeah, if I actually have to, I don't know, just modify some things here and there. Yeah, I can see that definitely being something I don't want to do.
Gotcha. All right, Dana, what you got?
The coolest little guys you ever seen?
Well, yeah. So today I did the little tiger or the little lion. So now tomorrow I'm actually going to do a post that's actually lion, tigers, and bears. And
oh my!
Yeah, exactly. Little George Takei going on there. So I'm going to do that because I'm actually still waiting on some parts to finish the monkey. So this is the monkey, but I've got him with a nougat tail instead of a light brown or reddish brown tail. So he'll get a reddish brown tail. And then the last parts I need for the snake will also be coming in the same for this tail. And then I will actually have the Chinese Zodiac all done. And then I'm actually going to go into the Lego store tomorrow to take pictures with the moose, because the two pieces I need to do the moose's antlers are in $100 set, and I don't feel like waiting 2 weeks for the parts to show up yet. So I'm going to go in and actually take my mobile little 16-inch photo booth into the Lego store, take the two pieces off of the friend set, throw them on the moose, take a picture, and then put them back. The things we do.
Wait, you can do that? Oh wait, no, you just.
I can do that.
You're gonna. The Lego employees are gonna let you pull it off the display model. Is that what you're saying?
Look at Dana, everybody.
Yes.
Holy cow.
And I actually even asked permission ahead of time to find out that I could actually even do it. So yes, I am going to do that.
Unbelievable.
Along with that, I am sitting here and attaching and creating
Conan O'Brien's hair.
some wonky stuff like that. I'm doing a little bit. What's that?
Laffy Taffy?
No. It's for the big orange habitat. It's for the big orange habitat. So I got in a bunch of 1x1 rounds.
That explains
a big bag of 1x2 bricks. So I'm making some bendy. Bendy.
For some reason, that color almost looks like the plain nougat, not the medium nougat, like the regular, just the
regular. Oh, this would be so expensive with all that nougat.
I was gonna say, damn, Dana, you are forking out.
No.
How many sets did you have to take those nougat pieces off of?
Yeah, seriously, that would be. I don't even know if those pieces actually even show up. I don't know if you can. That would be a lot of nougat, though. But
Dana went to the Lego store and took the parts off of a glued model in order to build that.
That's a little
extreme. Many friends sets died to bring you this habitat.
Yes. Nougat love forever.
Dana, sorry, you also mentioned the waiting 2 weeks for an order that you placed 3 days ago or so. Same thing happened to me with Bricks and Pieces from Denmark.
Yeah.
They filled the order and shipped it the next day.
Yeah, I got it. It took only 11 days to receive an order from Denmark.
That's insane.
I just got one today. I got my order.
The funny thing
I
is
got these.
Nice.
But look, this is breaking news, everybody. I got windshields, and they came in a separate baggie.
Look at that.
Progress.
That's
now,
nice.
now we're cooking with Teflon.
And
Nice.
it's not like they're the fancy sealed things. These are like dime bags or whatever from Walmart they got. And
I don't know
but
that-
hey, they're not getting scratched.
Nice.
I actually have another tidbit from Brick World.
Oh, go ahead.
I met Mr. Burkina.
That's right.
Ooh,
And I think I embarrassed the ever living crap out of him.
Did he go, thank you, my Audi payment was made by
No, he is a very nice guy, and he's an AFOL. I mean, he came all the way over from Germany to go to Brick World, and he says, I need to do a better job of like social media and seeing what my customers are building with all this random stuff they buy off my website.
Really, he should create his own hashtag
Burkina.
for people
Built
to
by Burkina.
Yeah, builds by Burkina. For those of us who have had to order from him to do something crazy, but yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, it was very nice to meet him. So, and he's appreciative of everyone's orders.
I bet.
You don't say.
I got to see the operation of how in the world they get all those bricks and do all their things. I
don't even remember if we asked about that. I just went on and on about I was the crazy person leaving you the crazy reviews saying I'd name my child Burkina if I could.
You don't want to know how the sausage is made. You just want
yeah.
Well, he was talking about the fact that I guess in Germany, the law, like the I don't want to explain it, like the economic laws are that if you if I'm Lego, and I know Boon's in there, if I'm Lego and I'm wholesaling my sets to Aldi, that's the only like German store I know. I can't charge a different price to a mom and pop in Germany, like a mom and pop toy store. It has to be this. I think that's some of that. I don't know. That someone was trying to. I don't know if it was Simon really trying. I don't know, but there's something about
They like fair selling laws.
Fair laws in Germany about wholesalers and stuff like that, and companies can't charge stuff. So something to that effect, and that's how Burkina happens.
cool.
Yeah.
And we benefit from it, so that's cool.
So they're basically a Lego retailer.
Yeah, because they have an actual. I think they have a storefront and a website. I know they're like a regular website, but I think they have a storefront in whatever town they're located in. I think the Bavarian state. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what city they're in, but yeah, they have. I believe they have a storefront.
I will have to ask my friend Niles and see if I can get confirmation on that because he is in Germany. So I'll ask. That's kind of neat.
But yeah, that's something I think how the sausage is made. But it was just nice to meet him and be
Where's
like,
the beef?
Lady.
Awesome.
The crazy lady.
The crazy lady.
I'm trying to think. I think that was the most exciting person I met for the first time at Brick World this year.
Everybody else is just old news.
Yeah.
Seen them, been there.
Not your
Good to see
supplier.
all the friends and stuff like that. But yeah. And then this morning I woke up and apparently some French magazine did something on New Hashima. Yeah. And they used like a big picture of like my 4 main areas from the 2023 Brick World. And I'm like, some credit would be nice. And like Stefan's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize they were using that photo. I thought they would use a wider shot. But they were very kind and they tagged me in it. So
Cool.
So vive la France.
Vive la France. That's cool.
Matt, have you been building? You've been very quiet today, Matt.
I finished up my my whole fun set last week. My Lego room's kind of a hot mess, and I was like trying to sort through all this, random brick that I've been dumping in the bin, and I got it like 2/3 put away and ran out of steam. So it's half sorted, half put away. It's kind of depressing. It's keeping me from building, to be frank. I've actually thought about just like putting all the cups in a bin and setting them on the guest bag and just starting to build something, because like, I would be excited about that. I am not excited about putting away light gray and dark gray, which are two of my least favorite colors to build.
I'll just come over and pick them up.
Yeah.
So
Put them in an envelope. Send them on.
but I actually did stumble across an image on Instagram. Like probably many of you, I follow other builders on Instagram, and sometimes many times I see things that I like, but I saw something that I really liked, and it was by one of the contestants, maybe the winner of one of the French Lego Masters show, and it's kind of like a show box where you look into it, and there's like an image, and then you go further in, and there's like the image kind of comes in, so it gets like a 3D depth. And I've never built anything that even looks like that, and so I'm kind of inspired to try building something along those lines. And I've got a couple ideas, so I actually have something I want to build, and then I also picked up some more pieces off the picker brick wall. This quarter round wall panels, and I think I'm going to get out my Jetsons tower and maybe build a second building next to it. Something that's kind of in that like future retro space theme vibe, and I'd like to build like a mountain behind it. Maybe I'll put some like space plants or something on it. So I think that's what I want to have next February at Atlanta BrickCon, is a expanded Jetsons tower. So I'm starting to get the creativity. Yes, I didn't realize I wasn't following you. I'm sorry. I was going through the list of like people who follow you and seeing like, are these people, do I know these people? I also take a weird perverse enjoyment out of blocking all of the bot accounts that follow me. It's like Ashley 0827, and I'm like, block, delete. So I don't know. The TV will be on, and I'll be like deleting all the bot accounts. And I was going through, and I'm like, entertainingly lame. Like, how am I not following you already? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, so I got some ideas. Ideas are always the first step to getting into the process. And so, stay tuned. Maybe next week I will report that I carried all of the half sorted Lego into the guest room. Until next Atlanta BrickCon, when somebody comes down and needs the guest room, and I'll have to put it away. But right now it feels like an impediment to creativity. So, there's that. And then my screen name today is High Carb Matt, because my hat of the day is for the Brooklyn Cyclones, who have a amazing hat of the Brooklyn Bridge coming out of a bagel. So, you can't get more Brooklyn than bagels and bridges. So,
No.
Which last summer I got a chance to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, and I'd watched documentaries on it, read some of the book on the building of it, and I was like, it'll be kind of cool. I have to say that walking across the Brooklyn Bridge last summer was fantastic. It was way more fun than I thought. I don't know why. It just really was. And New York City is an interesting place. Like, there's literally people from all over the world that are just like walking around, and people speaking different languages. And I got to the other side of the Brooklyn Bridge, and I walked over to Chinatown, and I had like these amazing soup dumplings at a place. One of my friends is a big foodie, and so she told me exactly where to go, and it's like, highly rated. So anyway, so that's a total tangent. Yes, that's it. That's the thing. So I think I sent that to Jeff, or Jeff and I were chatting.
Yeah, this is on our chat.
But the kind of 3D show.
Boon!
Hey,
Look at this guy.
Hey,
What is it? It's
What is
got
it, like 3 in the morning where you are? What is?
yeah.
the only guy with a better beard than me.
Not better, just different.
There, I'll take
Can you can all hear me okay?
Oh, you were
Yeah.
crystal clear.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
4 a.m. Denmark.
I'm not in Denmark.
Ah,
Right.
that's why you're awake. Okay.
We are on holiday.
Ah.
We are on holiday in a part of the world where it is not 4 a.m.
It still looks like it's daylight there.
But it's
Wherever you
winter. It's winter
It
in
is.
that part of the world.
It is daylight here. Yeah, it is daylight. Yeah, but I can't. I don't usually join. Maybe I've joined once or twice at 3 a.m. in Denmark, but started watching you guys because it's not sleepy time right now. So I figured watched you for 44 minutes, and I was like,
Well,
I better get on here.
We've got 15 more minutes to put you to bed, so it's pretty easy to do.
Wait till Dana.
I have a fitting question. Kelly Osbourne, is the British accent real or fake? Or is that an NDA?
It's totally real.
It is?
I don't know. What if I don't know.
How would he know her?
I would
That's
say
public.
if I lived in Denmark for some amount of time, and this isn't a good analogy.
Yeah,
I was going to say, we lived in the U.S. for part of our lives. I always wondered if it was real or not.
I don't know. It sounds real to me.
Oh, let's call her. You got her number. Let's go.
Yeah, let's call her. Get her on the show.
She's mourning. She's mourning right now.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, I had a heart attack. Let me call her. No, too soon?
Yeah, man. I'm glad you're all right.
It's fine. It was no big deal.
Well,
Sure.
So the real burning question is, have you sampled the kangaroo jerky yet? Because I had that when I was down there.
no, I haven't. I can't say I've ever eaten kangaroo.
Well, you should.
Can't say who's
Hey,
near
Bridget,
kangaroo either. So
Are you
How y'all doing?
Are you allowed to say what city you're in, or is that also NDA?
I don't know. I mean, my family and I are just on holiday right now.
Okay.
My wife is posting,
I do have questions about the junior show. What were the ages of the kids? Because I mean, we got like the 3 or the 30-second like kind of spoiler trailer, but like how old were the kids? Are they like 12, 10? Was there rules about how old they could be?
I think, and don't quote me on this because this is just, I'm sure I could like look up this information and I just don't remember off the top of my head. But I want to say our youngest was 8 or 9.
Okay.
And I think our oldest was 13 at the time.
Okay.
Those kids.
And we had them kind of everywhere in between.
Which I mean, that's really the Lego target audience.
Yeah.
I mean, for the whole.
It's not 45 to 56, 54. Are you sure?
To me, it's just amazing. Like, I can't imagine doing that as an 8, 9, heck, even 13-year-old kid. Nat, you ready to go on national TV? I'll ship you off next time.
Well, they were amazing kids, and they all had great parents there to support them, and the group of people who were responsible for taking care of the kids, off set were really incredible. So
good.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Host and all that stuff, and Mr. National TV.
Thank you.
Was that a change from your day in Denmark? I mean, there's a lot more. I'm sure you talk to people every day in Denmark, but it's a lot more. You're on. It's more social. It's more performative. That kind of thing. Was it a welcome shift?
Yeah, it's an interesting Venn diagram, right? Of like the two circles of Lego model design and serving in the role of brickmaster, right? Because there certainly are some interesting things in the center of that Venn diagram, but then there are a lot of things, that are out on the edges of that Venn diagram that don't overlap. But I would say that even in the context of Lego model design, I am far on the end of the spectrum of like social, collaborative. We're all over the map on, if you can imagine that spectrum, right? And so yes, different. I also think, I think when people who know me really well watch me on camera. They say like, Boon, you are the you that I know when I see you on camera. But I know that a certain part of my brain switches on when the camera's rolling, right? Whether it be Lego Masters or when I was doing
Like
live streaming regularly, and
like when you do the Star Wars set previews and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'm definitely able to stretch a muscle during those kinds of productions that I don't stretch much when I'm doing my day-to-day Lego design work. So I do have a lot of fun, and it gives me a lot of energy, and it's just different, you know. And I think I'm constantly grateful and reminded how grateful I am that I'm able to do such a wide variety of things in my professional world, my professional life, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. No, I mean, and I can easily imagine that on the range of Lego employees, you're probably more on the highly verbal, communicative end of the spectrum. I mean, I'm sure we've all been to Lego conventions, and we know the variety of personalities that we see. And some people are very physical, tactile, not very verbal, and some people are very, very verbal. And I mean, that's one reason you're doing both, is you can cross that divide. But yeah, there's definitely a different kind of performance that you're doing. Obviously, you're on camera, so you know, even if you're just trying to be yourself, you have to be at least subtly aware that everything you say is being recorded.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting because I reflected on that a little bit when we were taping season 1 of like, how do I think I present when a camera is taping, you know, that like when you say like everything's being recorded, I like to think that I present myself in a way that I always want to present myself, whether it's being recorded or live streaming, or if you and I are just like sitting, you know, around a table, right? And I hope that is the experience people have when they're, you know, around me, or if they're watching me on.
I want to put a pin in that, just for the sheer fact that is exactly what makes you so endearing to talk to and hang out with, is because you are the same person no matter what you're doing. Like you may click on something that is more cognizant of that. Yes, hey, I'm doing something where I need to be a little more on, but it's not like you're being somebody different. You're just more focused. But you are still you are still the genuine person that you are, whether you were on Lego Master Season 1, whether you're hanging out on the floor with friends at a convention, whether you're sitting in a burger joint having something to eat, or, you know, whatever you're doing, you're always Boon, and that's what people love.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the only way I can say is that's what we love, is that you're always Boon no matter what you're doing. So,
thank you, Dana. I appreciate that. No, I did not mean to drop in here and dominate the rest of the conversation.
Have you seen us on Mondays?
I did a better job than you anyway.
I just wanted you all to know that I wish I could always be here with you, and most of the time it is 3 a.m. for me. So sorry.
And we appreciate you coming by for sure. 100%.
Yeah, you heard our confessional where like 8 of the 9 of us confessed we hadn't built very much Lego lately.
No offense to your life and work, but we haven't built anything.
and Boon, hopefully I can bump into you in September. I'm going to be in Denmark around Lego Fan Weekend, but not participating in Lego Fan Weekend. So,
yeah, that's interesting. What's the story there?
It's my 50th birthday, and I wanted to go. It's my 50th birthday this year, and I want to go to the motherland, even though I'm Dutch. So I want to go to Germany, or I want to go to Denmark. So.
But why did you choose that weekend if you're not?
Because I know there's enough. We ended up having to choose the last 2 weekends of September, and it just fell that we were going to Germany first and then Denmark second. So I just fell on those days basically. So I'll be in town from like the Thursday till the Sunday.
But are you going to go?
I don't know how to go because
you should just. So I don't register mainly because my family lives in Billund, right? And I don't. Okay. So I don't go and like do the whole like fan convention thing. But you can drive up on Saturday.
No. So I'm going for the public. I'm going for the public to Scarabäck.
Yeah.
But I'll also be in. I also will probably be in the Lego house on the Friday just after the Lego Fan Media Days finishes, right? So I'll be in town during that weekend. So hopefully I can bump into you at some point. But
I'm sure we will. I thought you meant that you were not going to like set foot in the hall at Scarabäck.
Yeah, no, I'm going. I'll be going there on I think Sunday for a few hours at least. But
cool.
Cool.
So. Yeah. I'm sure I'll see you around.
Yeah, hopefully.
Just be glad I'm not going because I'd invite myself to Boon's house for dinner. Y'all know I would.
I'm sure I would find some way to make that work.
So, Boon, is there any design news that you can give us a hint at that you are working on, or?
God, Chris,
no. Well, the one that I can say explicitly because it's been announced. Funny, that's nice. No, I won't say anything I can't say, but I will say the things I can. My first, how do I say this? The right way to say this is the Star Wars set that will be the first to have me serve in the role of model design will be on the shelf this Friday.
Nice.
And it is the Separatist MTT, and from the Battle of Fallujah, I think is the full name. The Lego Star Wars Separatist MTT from the Battle of Fallujah.
Kind of
Be careful. They're going to be out there fact checking you on that, Boon.
Rolls right up the tongue.
And I worked really, really hard on making the function, the moving function in that model awesome. So I look forward to hearing what people experience with that.
Oh, great.
So that's my news. And just before going on holiday here, I think I can say this. I'll say I brought a model design for next year, sort of to what is like a late milestone in our part of the process, right? So if you can imagine, like we have development on a model, and then we kind of pass it off to like the next stages. And of course we continue to have responsibilities, but it's kind of this like long tail of our responsibilities get less and less and less as other people's, you can imagine the building instructions specialists are then ramping up their work on the model. The people who are responsible for the packaging and then the marketing comes later, and all those things ramp up as we ramp off. And I reached a milestone that was kind of like signals the end of that ramp off for me just last week on a model that'll come out next year that I'm very, very, very excited about. It is a model that it started as a passion project for me, and I brought it and presented it, and then leadership agreed that it was something that should be in the portfolio, which we have some opportunities to try to make that happen, but it's not terribly common. Only a handful, maybe one or two or three models per year represent that kind of a thing that starts out as the idea of a model designer or a passion project and then sort of like makes its way to the portfolio. So I'm incredibly excited about that, and I can't say anything else about it.
Okay, I already know what it is. It's a Jack Stone throwback set.
Yes. No.
Hey, Boon,
wouldn't that be fun?
Before I forget, I want to throw this out there. Could you, when you get back and you're with your peers and people are spitballing things, can you just throw out that it would be awesome if somebody was to find a reason to throw in a blue Travis brick into a new set? Just throwing that out there.
Officially, I'm not allowed to take that suggestion.
Okay, that's fine. Hypothetically, I asked you about this.
Well, stick it up
I
your
would
nose,
never
Dana.
acknowledge that I actually asked you or that you said anything about it.
Do you know what colors that comes in right now?
It doesn't come in blue, but I know it comes in black, white, gray, all the other colors, but blue.
Brown. I got a brown one up there.
Yeah,
It also comes in lime green.
And you mean the one that is a 1x1 brick with knobs on all four sides and the top?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Officially, I cannot take that suggestion with me.
We never had this conversation. We're gonna edit this out.
Boon said, "Hold my beer."
I'm a little bit disappointed to hear that. I mean, in my imagination, I think it would be cool if Lego had like a like in a builder's fair where they're like, show us what you're working on. Like, you got some ideas, like everybody sets out their ideas, and like the higher ups walk around and be like, ooh, that's kind of, maybe we could run with that. But it doesn't really ever happen.
That totally exists. Okay. And we do it every year. And everybody's encouraged to do it. And some really cool things have come from that, but it's just there's so many. And the portfolio otherwise is like so focused on what each franchise's goals are that it just doesn't happen very often. But Brickheads came through that way. The Titanic came through that way. What else? I think that the giant Eiffel Tower botanicals started as just like one. She wasn't even a model designer. She worked in some other department. She was just like building flowers and leaving them around, and then someone collected a bunch of them and put them into this presentation. So there certainly have been some really awesome things that came through that way. It's just like percentage wise, against the rest of the portfolio, it's not very common.
Well, that botanical idea has really taken off.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I walked into my Target, and where normally it's just one aisle on both sides, they've now, and like the next aisle over would sometimes have a little like spillover. They've now done the entire another side of another aisle, and it was, I want to say 75% botanical. That they were Target's really ramping up and doing more botanical stuff. So, hey, wow, talk about something that came out of nowhere.
I noticed, I kind of wonder if that happened in waves, because I noticed where I lived at the time, and of course this was a number of years ago now, but in Oregon, when Toys R Us closed, it seemed like Target's inclusion of Lego products almost doubled. And I don't know.
Accurate. Yeah. And probably Walmart as well, I would say, when that same thing around that same time, if I recall.
I don't know if it's the same time, but I noticed Walmart got the better stuff now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I miss you all. I especially those of you that I had the opportunity to see face to face for a couple of years in a row there. I don't know when that's going to happen again, but it's nice to see you here.
Don't worry, I'm gonna come over for dinner. You'll see.
I have a Lego designer question. So one of my most favorite like AFOL mockers, Nathan, aka Woomy, just started as a designer. Any idea when I can buy my first Nathan set? Because I've threatened to steal his mocks before.
18 months.
I really want a Nathan set now.
When did he start?
It had to be like 1 or 2 months ago. Maybe you've been busy with something else.
Let me see if I can put a face to that name real quick.
Young guy, probably about 24-ish, 25-ish.
Spell his last name.
I don't know his last name.
Oh, okay.
I only know his Nathan and Woomy.
Is it
Woomy?
Woomy?
Oh, okay. I thought he'd been there for a few months now.
I literally moved there Thursday.
You only moved there Thursday.
But that was Wormywood, right?
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
So
Anyways.
I haven't met him but I do know there is a handful of people starting August 1st who have moved to Billund all in the last, like 2 weeks.
Another friend of mine, Steven, aka Galahad,
Yeah,
does a lot of the busts. I'm
Right.
so excited for him. I want to buy
Yeah,
he's the first to set too. I can't wait.
Steven has done karaoke with me the last 2 Saturdays in Billund.
Aw.
Nice.
So
He made.
Yeah.
He was showing one of his art books at Brick World, and he had a digital set he made, and I can't. It was like almost like a jewelry box with like this beautiful phoenix on top of it. Y'all need to make that into a set. It's just. Here's my
Okay.
money. Here's my money.
Cool. So I will say so for both of those friends of yours, I don't know. The answer is I don't know when, but I would imagine something like a year from now, or maybe 18 months from now, like just based on how
The timelines on your
our
production.
timelines go. And
I'm sorry.
What is the process like? You walk on the job, they're like, here's a pile of Lego, start building something, or do you have to go through how much training do you have to kind of go through?
Probably
Or
make
does
you
that
short.
vary?
It totally depends on the franchise, really. Like there's quite a lot of onboarding stuff, but a lot of that can happen sort of like concurrently. Is that the right word? Where you might have a module or something to do. I don't know how much I can say about that, but like any job,
Y'all
there's gonna
have
be certain
your health and safety. Don't have extension cords running through your cubicle. Stuff like that.
It's still
that's one good example. Any job is going to have those kinds of like required onboarding things, and those can happen. Let's say you might have one or 2 days a week that are dedicated to that at the beginning. But if you're in a franchise, if you're put on a franchise that like is really ramping up for like the next year of model designs, you might get thrown into something pretty quickly. If that answers that question.
That's cool.
Well, I guess I'll have to put in my calendar 18 months. Get my first Steven and my first Naven sets.
Yeah, and you should just reach out to them
convention.
and ask.
But I did not steal at a convention.
All right. Well, Boon, we're glad you joined us today. We are excited. If you're, where you can join us while you're on vacation, please just always hop on. Just jump on in here. We'd love to have you. Rick Smith, we are glad you are kicking and breathing and
better than ever.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. And
keep yourself healthy.
Yeah. A lot of us in this room have been through a lot of crap together. And that's why this group is very important, because we bumped through a good bit of life together, and that's pretty awesome. So anyway, we're a little bit after the hour. Boon, when the ending thing starts up, you'll want to pull those headphones off. It's loud, and it'll kick you out of the room. But then we'll have the after party. I'll put you back in. So just make sure you stick around. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with us and being with us today. We're excited. We had a great discussion today. I hope we all get cooler and we all get to experience a little bit of the end of summer joy and hanging out with our family and our friends. Be awesome and build awesome and be kind to your neighbor, and get ready for loud noises. It's going to be loud. Here we go.